Okay, I've been requested to go through the device in detail for people online. Anyway, this bucket here is filled with water and it's drained from that nozzle. That triggers those bottles to drain the water into this gutter where that boat is. Now while that gutter's filling, those bottles trigger a line which drops a coin or coins down through this unit here. I think it's called a kerplunk. Once at the bottom, falls into that, and it triggers this seesaw type device, which is not placed. There should be a dowel in this thing here, which will come up here to this device right here. This will trigger a cart that will travel down this line, all while that gutter's still filling. And then over here, that little cart, which you could see, will then trigger a weight, which you could see right in there. That weight triggers a guillotine right there, which cuts a line. That line, hopefully I get this right, triggers this thing to toss a ball back up and over to this net. This net funnels the ball down into this cup, which is right there, pulls the string around those two hooks. That cup down there will move up, triggering this device here, knocking a ball down through, I don't know what this is called, but just a marble will move down through this into what they're calling the Hive 95, which is part of my garage, this track. A larger ball is then hit there, goes down that track, let me get in there, around that piece of foam and into that unit right there. That triggers a marble will go in there and turn on a switch, which will then turn on those fans right there, pushing this boat across, knocking a weight off over here, and that weight falls, a larger weight falls, and that triggers the pump right there. Oh, not the pump. That triggers this unit here to start. This is the right here. This switch is turned, and that turns on this sparking device, Jacob's ladder, which there will be a string that's through these holes. That string is cut, and it drops a weight down into there, triggering another dowel, which is on the ground right now, to trigger a ball, another marble in there. That marble will move across and trigger a weight, which then I believe triggers this pump. That pump will pump water. Oh, I forgot also, that cork under there is pulled out. Now water is draining down into that hole right there, and also down into this bucket. After the bucket is, while the bucket is being filled, that pump will start pumping from a weight that's pulled down. You can see there's a thing there and the weight, that'll move up and down, it'll pump water. That water is pumped up into this thing, and then the water comes down out of there and into that little bottle. That counterweights that switching mechanism there, that the fans will shut off, and then there's another switching mechanism on the other side. That switching mechanism will turn a light on when the ball rolls back over. That light is over here. That light turns on, shines into a photocell, which then triggers a motor over here. That motor which knocks a ball or marble down, and then it triggers marbles to go all the way up. And when it gets down, the marbles will come out through there, down this, across over here, and then there's a number of things that it goes through. Goes into that bucket, sets off a counterweight, which causes a bunch of littler ball bearings to go down into this thing here, around and around and around, into that funnel. And that funnel isn't hooked up, but that will trigger this device here to roll a marble down into that mousetrap. Mousetrap will then pull a stick that's underneath this thing here, which is weighted. You can't see the weight's not on it right now, but that'll push down, and then this bucket will flip up like this, and then it gets locked in place over there. And then water comes out of that hose and waters a flower. That's it. Hopefully we'll record this actually running.